Hi, my name is Leila. I'm originally from Iran, but I live in London, UK with my 2 cats and 3 dogs. Today, I'm grateful for being alive and healthy. Before transitioning to a whole food plant-based diet, I used to suffer from chronic migraine, which is by definition more than 15 days of migraine per month. In my case, I used to have about 18 to 19 days of migraine, plus a bit of a headache all the time. Obviously, it meant that I spent a lot of my time in bed. I used to be a doctor. I wanted to become a pediatrician. That was my dream. But because of my migraines, I had actually to quit my job. And after that, I tried a few other part-time jobs. But again, I couldn't hold any of those jobs because of my pain. And so it was really limiting my life quite a lot. And I still had a few good days, and I used to try to do as much as possible on those good days. But everything was going so slow in my life. And I remember one day I was invited to a book reading of a book I had actually co-authored myself. And, I was in pain again. I had severe migraine. And before the event, I had to rush to the bathroom and vomit. And the whole event, the whole book reading was actually kind of a blur to me. And again, after the event, I had to go and vomit again because of pain. And I just thought, is that it? Is that my life? Even when I achieve something which I have, dreamed of and have worked for, I can't really enjoy it. I can't celebrate it. I'm not even present. And that was a very low point for me. I had been vegetarian on and off since medical school, not because of the animals, simply because I thought that the meat I was eating looked very much like the human flesh, and I found that a bit disgusting. Then later in life, I got involved in animal rescue, and one of my fellow rescuers posted a video of Gary Yourofsky on social media, and I watched that. And when I learned about the cruelty involved in dairy industry, I thought, I have to go vegan, and I did that overnight. And many people say when they go vegan, their health improves, they get rid of this or that, but that didn't happen in my case. I still had my migraines. But then one day I was quite lucky. I attended a conference, Nutrition in Medicine, which was organized by PlantBased Health Professionals UK. And I still remember that actually when I went to the event, I was pain-free. But then as the day went on, I developed a migraine. But I still carried on, stayed there because the talks were very interesting. And for the first time, I learned actually that food could be medicine. And here I was, I had gone to medical school, but I didn't know anything about that. And I also learned about the whole food plant-based diet. And I thought that was really amazing. I came back home, I watched Frogs Overnight, and I registered to a lot of health summits, listened to Dr. Barnard, Dr. Greger, Mastering Diabetes, I listened to those podcast interviews. And, I thought it sounds very good. If so many people can reverse their diseases on a whole food plant-based diet, why not me? So one day, as I mentioned, when I had my low point, I thought that's it. I'm gonna transition to a no oil whole food plant-based diet. I did that. Within 5 days, my chronic headaches got better. My migraines improved. It was really mind-blowing. It was, even now when I think about it and when I talk about it, I still can't believe it. I can't kind of explain it. Was it really that easy? And I just didn't know about it. Before transitioning to a whole food plant-based diet, I felt that there was this cloud hovering over my head. There was this heaviness in my whole body. If I wanted to give it a color, I would say life was gray. And then when I got rid of my migraines, when I got actually my health back, it was as if, that heaviness had lifted and everything was, full of bright colors, and I could breathe again. It is, again, as I said, it was as if, something was suffocating me and I had gotten rid of it and I was free. Obviously, I had to learn how to cook without oil. I had to find new recipes, and I even had actually to find the time to cook because, most of the meals we buy from stores, they are very much processed. But I didn't find any of that challenging. What I found challenging was the comments from people's attitude. They kept telling me that my food was boring, didn't look really nice, and they also kept saying, I'm not enjoying my food. And it was quite frustrating because they couldn't actually understand that I was enjoying my food because it was delicious. It still is delicious and I'm still enjoying it. But more importantly, in my opinion, nothing, absolutely nothing, tastes as good as being healthy feels. If you suffer from a chronic disease, if you have spent lots of money and time and energy on doctors, herbs, supplements, and nothing has worked, my advice is just take the plunge, just do it. There's lots of information out there, a lot of resources which can help you to easily transition to a whole food plant-based diet. And believe me, once you get your health back, you just wish you had done it sooner.